Time now for the NFF Distinguished Arizonans. And this is an award that is presented every year to people of influence that have poured their hearts and souls into not just the National Football Foundation, but into the community. And when I talk about Vi Luna Restaurants, yes, they're one of our partners, but they have been in the Valley at it for a long time, since 1983. And Bill and Janie Riddle, I don't know how many teams they've sponsored, youth leagues, and just their interest in sports, but they are this year's National Football Foundation Valley of the Sun recipients of Distinguished Arizonans. They join us from their backyard in this COVID-19 era. Good to see you two smiling faces. Bill, let's start with you. What does this award mean to the two of you? Then we'll hear from Janie. But Bill, what does it mean to you?
Well, I think it's the usual answer is we don't do it for awards. So it's a labor of love, certainly appreciated. But there are a lot of Arizonans that contribute to youth football.
Janie?
I agree with him on that aspect too. We give back to the community because we want to, we love to, and make people happy, and especially our athletes and all the awards plaques that we have in our lobbies. There's probably close to 200 of youth athletic plaques of where we have sponsored, because watching these kids grow up is just unbelievable.
Janie, the attraction of this from when you first started, from your point of view, to where it is now, could you have ever imagined it would be this big? Forget about the award for a minute, just this big and all the kids that you've taken care of.
Well, I followed Bill into the chapter about 3 years later and helped with the golf tournaments. That's what I don't play golf. I'm horrible at golf, but I like to put them together and coordinate them and make everyone have a great day out in the community. But no, our chapter has grown. We've developed some new awards and partnerships with like Talking Stick, Casino Arizona, Lerner and Rowe, Shamrock Foods, Crescent Crown. We've got a lot of people out there that we've brought on board with us that just love doing what we do.
No, in the Fiesta Bowl, I think having them involved in such a big way shows the commitment on the college front. You know, Arizona State and U of A, NAU, Arizona Christian, Ottawa University, all the high schools. This is the signature event, in my opinion, in all of Arizona. And I know this is a tough time with COVID-19, but to see everybody come together and to make sure that you two get honored as Distinguished Arizonans. And to that end, when you were told that it was going to be an award for the two of you, what was your initial reaction?
Well, Bill, as he said before, he doesn't do any of this giving back to the community and volunteering for an award, and neither do I. I know it's an honor, and Eric Widmark is behind this as well, and it's one of his wishes. These young men could not be honored in a banquet setting, and we canceled it twice, but what you're doing for us and honoring these kids as we go along little bit by little bit. We're in the process of printing the program, so there will be a printed program, and every parent and every coach will get a copy, and so they can see what their young person achieved through us as well. And then we have all their gifts. You know, they will also get a commemorative football similar to what ours is right there. Even if you're honorable mention, once you're a scholar athlete, you were always a scholar athlete, and you can put that on your resume for life.
The NFF nationally, the two of you went back to New York City in December for Jake Plummer going in, and just working with the NFF together on all this and how it all comes together nationally with the NFF.
Well, the National Football Foundation considers our chapter in the top 5 across the nation. There's 120 chapters, and they've always considered us, you know, to be in the top 5, doing so much and designing and creating new programs and making programs available to our young athletes. And as far as the New York trip we went to, one of Bill's lists, one thing he wanted to do was see Jake Plummer go in the Hall of Fame. And that was such an honor to be there. And it was exciting.
Yeah, it's great.
Well, guys, congratulations on the award. We appreciate you being able to join us tonight and talk about being the Distinguished Arizonans of 2020 with the National Football Foundation. Bill and Janie Riddle, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Brad.